What's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm gonna go over how you should run your Facebook ads if you're a fitness professional. All right guys, Tanner Chister here, teaching you how to build a wildly profitable online business. Now, in this video, I wanna talk about profitable fitness Facebook ads. Now, most of you know that I built a 7-figure B2C business in just 12 months. So I was actually getting people in shape, running ads. And so I kind of want to give you guys some context, some KPIs, like how to do it on exactly what got me to that level. So the first thing is that what I really focused on is I figure out the highest. So I figure out the highest amount I'll pay for a lead. So that's gonna be super important because what people don't understand is they go, well, how much should I spend? Or, what should I do? Or, all that kind of stuff. But ultimately it just comes down to what's the highest amount you'll pay for a lead. Now in the fitness industry, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't pay anywhere more than 10 bucks for a lead, ever, okay? And the reason for that is it's a super saturated market, it's super competitive, and you're not gonna be able to sell as high a price program. So if you get any more than a $10 lead, you won't make money, okay? So $10 lead is usually my average. Now, when you know that's the average, it allows you to now start making decisions on what you should or shouldn't do. All right, so now that I got my eraser and you guys got that down, what I wanna do is go over how to think about this, okay? So if you have a lead that you're running for 10 bucks, here's the rules I would go by. So for every $10 you spend, you should have a minimum of 1 lead per ad set, okay? Meaning that, and sorry if the handwriting's bad, guys, but I'm not really a writer or anything like that, but if you can get $10 per lead, leave the ad set on. If you can't, turn the ad set off, okay? The second rule that I live by is 15. So you need 2 leads at $15 or turn off, okay? And these are ad sets. So look, when I have a beginner, a lot of people, they talk about running $25 or $50 or $100 per ad set for Facebook. The reality is that's just not gonna work because you're broke. So if you only had $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 to spend on ads, you have to maximize every opportunity. So for example, when you run your ad sets, live by this rule. So if you don't have a lead and you've spent 10 bucks, turn off the ad set. If you don't have 2 leads by 15, turn off the ad set, duplicate it, change the audience and try something else as long as your ads are performing. So then we start getting into KPIs, right? So let me walk you through a couple scenarios. This is how I break it down. If I'm gonna spend $1,000 in a month on ads, so let's just do, for the sake of the argument, let's do 2,000. Okay, so 2,000 in a month. So $2,000 in a month, okay? Then what I'm gonna do is break that down by 30 days. So Isaiah, can you do 2,000 divided by 30 for me? Tell me what that is. So I got my video guy, he's gonna do it real quick for us guys, because I just don't do math since my engineering days. All right, so it's 66 repeating. Okay, so what that means is on average, I'm gonna run $66 of ads per day to hit this $2,000 for the month. All right, so now that I know that, because that's my budget, so the first thing is what's the budget you wanna spend, divide by 30, that's how much you spend a day. Simple. Now what I wanna do is if we know that we have the $10 for 1 lead, right? And we have the $15 for 2 leads, then what I would do is I'd run 6 ad sets at 10 bucks. Okay, so 6 ad sets at 10 bucks. Why? Well, the reason for that is very simple, is because if I can only spend $60 in a day, do you have a higher chance of running 1 ad set for 60 bucks and it works? Or do you have a higher chance of throwing 6 darts at the wall for 10 bucks and one of those works, right? You wanna play the odds. You want to give yourself as many opportunities to be successful. So I'm gonna run 6 ad sets at $10 per day to do this. Now, the next day, if it's within these KPIs, I let the ad set continue to run. If it's outside these KPIs, I shut one off and I make a new one, okay? To give you guys an idea of what that looks like, let's say I have 6 ad sets. Okay, so we have one here. Let's say I'm targeting Lewis Howes, okay, on your interests. Here is like David, I don't even know who that is. This one's cats, dogs, whatever, okay? And one more. So what I do is I get up the next day, and let's say I spend 10 bucks. This one has 0 leads, so I'll shut this off, okay? This one has 2 leads. I'll let it continue to run. This one has 1 lead. I let it continue to run, because again, they've only spent 10 bucks. So if you spend 10 bucks and you're under 1 lead, you let it keep running. This one has 0, so I shut it off. This one has 2, this one has 1. So I leave these 4 running, and then these 2 I will duplicate, right? And I apologize for the handwriting, guys. Hopefully Isaiah can make these look nice. But I'll duplicate, and all I do is I will change a new audience. So if Lewis Howes didn't work, then the next one, I might do ice cream, okay? Or whatever. And that's how I run my ad sets. And it's super efficient for me. Now, if you're doing high ticket fitness, this is what I would do, especially on low budgets. Because if you're getting low cost leads, but you're not making money, it means your funnel sucks. Okay, simple as that. So Facebook ads will not fix your entire business. All Facebook ads are for is to get a lot of clicks and low cost leads and move those into customers in your business. Now, in terms of the ads, last thing I want to do before I wrap up this video is tell you guys what you should be looking for to know if you have a good ad. Now, if you run the same ad to 20 different audiences, each time it will get a different click-through rate. But click-through rate is super important on ads because it lets you know if people actually like what you're doing. So if I have an ad and I run it on 20 different audiences, okay, and on one audience there's a 1.5 click-through rate, and for those of you who don't know what click-through rate means, it means someone clicked through and saw the page after your ad. That's all you care about. So if you have 1.5 click-through rate, that means for every 100 people who saw your page, 1.5 people clicked through. So if you go down and you have, 2%, 0.5, 1, 1.2, 3, 0.6, whatever, you want it to come out to 2% plus in the fitness niche, okay? If your click-through rate is not at least a minimum or average of 2% through all your ads, no matter where you're targeting, it's a shitty ad and you need to change it. Now in business, this will change, and I'll do a separate video on business, but in fitness, this is how you tell if your ad's good. If it's consistently, right? Because every ad set will be different, but if the average is less than 2% for that particular ad, you need to change it. If it's over 2%, then the ad is working and it means it's a good ad. So then after that, it's gonna be targeting, right? So if it's over 2%, the ad's good. If you're not getting leads, then it's your targeting. If you're getting less than 2%, your ad sucks and it needs to change, right? And the way ads work is it's a step at a time. So you fix this, you fix that, you fix that. So if the ad's over 2%, it's working. Leave it alone. If you have a high lead cost, now you need to change your audience. Because if you have a good click-through rate, but a bad lead cost, it means you're targeting the wrong people. If you have a good click-through rate and a good lead cost and you're not making money, it means you suck or your funnel sucks and you need help. So if you need help with one-on-one coaching, there's a bunch of links down below and some of my courses. On the other hand, if this is how you want to run your ads and you hit these numbers, you will make a ton of money if you have a good funnel and a proper follow-up system. So that's all I have in this video, guys. I hope it was informative. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below, tell your friends, your mom, your family, and as always, see you in the next one.